Hey guys, it's Haley Ann.
Brian.
So yesterday was Brian's birthday. We just kind of wanted to come in and give a quick update. We kind of challenged everybody yesterday he wanted for his birthday for us to hit 50 subscribers, and we're officially at 56 subscribers.
Thank you so much.
Thank you so much for
That was awesome.
clicking that subscribe button, and if you haven't yet, go ahead and do that. We just wanted to come on real quick and give you guys another little update kind of about adoption and what's been going on. It's been a couple weeks. So.
Yeah, so I don't know how many of you have gone through the process of adopting. I don't think very many of our close friends have that we're aware of, but adoption is hard, y'all.
Yeah.
Haley and I were just talking about this morning after church, and like there's a lot of emotion involved. You know, you've got really high days, and then you've got some really discouraging or difficult days. And that's just kind of where we're at. You know, we gave that update a couple weeks ago about kind of where things were moving along, and we were really excited. And don't take me wrong, we are still very excited.
Yes, yes.
But I think
excited.
we kind of, after we posted our last video, we kind of hit a lull where things just kind of slowed down.
Yeah.
And you know, it's really interesting because like this process is very unexpected. Like you think that you're gonna get phone calls during business hours, like people work 9 to 5. That is not what we've experienced
just so
at all.
random.
In fact, like early on in the process, like we had put in an inquiry on a kiddo and we hadn't heard anything, and we were like, okay, well maybe they just didn't like us, and
it was like a couple weeks. We were like waiting and like
shitting and waiting
literally
and waiting.
nothing. It's like, okay.
And I'm like, I was actually working in the backyard, and my phone starts ringing. It's a Sunday afternoon at like 1:30, 2 o'clock. My phone starts ringing, and it's our caseworker, and she's like got questions and information to share. I mean, it was a great conversation.
Yeah.
So it was just really like off the wall timing. It was very strange.
Timing for us,
so that's kind of where we're at. Is like there's this like hopeful expectation, but also this reality of you don't know when the call is going to come. You don't know, you know, if the call is going to come. You're so dependent on other people involved, which is, I mean, I get it. I totally understand it. There's just a lot of moving pieces.
It's a huge patience tester.
Huge patience tester. Like
'cause you really have to just surrender to you're not in control, and that's okay, and
yeah,
just be
absolutely
willing to be patient and wait, and that's hard.
For sure. So what we wanted to do is, we were actually talking about this morning, we want to be very intentional about this process, and specifically this timing that we're in of a lot of uncertainty and a lot of waiting and a lot of being patient. And so we want to, I'm a marketer. I mean, that's what I do. I mean, real estate's all about marketing, and I've done design work, and it's all about campaigns and getting the message out and being intentional. And so I pitched an idea to Haley, and well, actually Haley came to me and said, hey, can we do this? And I said, yes, we can do this, but can we do it this way, and ask our, you know, friends on Facebook and YouTube and all over the place to participate with us. We want to be intentional about praying for this process. I mean, we already pray. Don't get me wrong. We already pray about the process. We know God's in control. We're not saying that he's not. But we want to be very intentional for the next 14 days to specifically pray for wisdom, for patience, for just clarity, for guarded hearts, not just for us, but for the kiddos involved, for the caseworkers involved. There's a lot of pieces, a lot of moving pieces, a lot of people.
A lot of emotions involved.
Yeah, a lot of emotions. So we just want to ask that what we're calling 7 by 7. So Haley and I want to set aside specific time that we would pray together and on our own. 7 o'clock in the morning, I'm at work. Haley's either on her way to work or already there. So we're not together at 7 a.m. But in the evenings, we're always like, unless some crazy weird thing is going on, like we're always together at 7 p.m. And so we're going to make 7 p.m. and 7 a.m. intentional times of prayer. We're going to set an alarm on our phone to stop and pray at that time for our kiddo and just this process. And we want to invite you guys to do that as well. I understand you may feel like stopping twice a day to pray for the Martiseks, that's, you know, really selfish of them to ask. hey, call us selfish. We don't care. We want your prayers. We really, really would appreciate it if you would take the next 14 days and do that. You may ask, why 7? Why 14? Why that number? Matthew 7:7 is a verse that every year kind of is. I wouldn't say it's a life verse, but it's definitely something that our family looks at every year. Ask, seek, and knock. Those are things that we see in Scripture. We are asking that God would move. We are seeking. We are actively pursuing this process, trusting that He's leading us, and we are knocking. We are urgently knocking at the door, saying, God, we want you to move, and we want you to do it as quickly and as timely as you can, because we trust and we feel that you're leading us to this. So we don't want this to be something that we push off into another day.
And we believe if we do those 3 things, ask, seek, and knock, that the Lord will open the door.
Absolutely. And so, and whether it's the kid that we're pursuing right now or whether it's somebody else, we're okay with that. We just want to be very intentional in asking the Lord to kind of guide this process. And so we just ask that you would pray with us at 7 a.m. for the next 14 days. 14 because 7 plus 7 is just kind of numbers, whatever. That's where we're coming from. So please, would you commit to pray with us for the next 14 days at 7 a.m., 7 p.m., or both? You can do both. You can do one or the other. We don't really care. Just pray with us for this process. We would so appreciate it. So thanks, guys. That's all I've got.
Yeah, I mean, you covered basically everything. Just I think we're hitting a point where it's getting emotionally difficult, and so some extra prayers would be helpful. Be appreciated.
So thank you guys so much. We thank you for subscribing, and thanks for joining us on this journey. So we'll catch you guys next time. Y'all have a good one.